All right, so today we're talking about factors and multiples. And so this is for 928 and 929. You should have, let me try to get rid of this. You should have learned that a number divisible by 2, the last digit has to be a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. If it's divisible by 5, the last digit is either a 5 or a 0. If a number is divisible by 3, the sum, or adding up the digits, is divisible by 3. Sorry. A number divisible by 9, if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. If it's divisible by 4, the last 2 digits are divisible by 4. So today what we're going to be learning is greatest common factors, or GCF, and lowest common multiples, or LCM. If you want to put that in your table of contents right now, you can do so, and we will. Sorry, my dogs are not cooperating with me this morning on a Sunday morning. Anyways, okay, so remember how to find factors of a composite number. So if I show 28 divided by 6, is 6 divisible by 28 evenly? If you answered no, you're correct. If you needed to, you could put the multiples of 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and realize that 28 did not fit in. So no, 6 is not a factor of 28. But 24 divided by 6, is that a factor of 24? Yes, it goes in there 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So that equals 4. All right, we're going to use the same rule we just did with finding factors of a number. So we are going to use multiplication. We know that 1 is a factor of 84, 1 times 84. We know if we use our rules that 2 is a factor as well because it's an even number. 4 is an even number. So 2 times 42. 3, if we use our rule about 3, if we add 8 plus 4, that equals 12. 3 goes into 12 evenly, so it goes in there 28 times. Same thing with 4. If we add the digits, 8 plus 4 is 12. Does 4 go into 12? Yes. So 4 times 21. Now, in the number 5, well, we know that if it ends in a 0 or a 5, it's divisible by that, but 5 is not a factor right now. 6. 6 is a factor. You would just skip count because there's not a rule that we know right now. 6 times 14 and 7. Well, actually, you know that 6 goes into 42, so you know that it's going to be a factor. And 7 goes into 42, so 7 times 12. Now 8. Does 8 go in there? No. 9? No. 10? For sure no. 11? No. We can stop there because if we continue, we're just going to flip-flop these. It's going to be 12 times 7, 14 times 6, and it's the same number. So we can stop right here. Your job right now is to find the factors of each of these numbers. The factors of 36, 64, 124, and 144. And write these in your notebook in the middle of your notes. Put page 18, 3A, B, C, D, and show me all the factors of these numbers. And I quickly did this, so I might have missed a couple. But for 36, we have 1, 36, 2, 18, 3, 12, 4, 9, 6. And I don't need to repeat 6 because I already said 6. 164, 32, sorry, that's bad, 4, 16, and 8. 124, 1 times 124, 2 times 62, 4 times 31, and 144. 1 times 144, 7 times 72, 3 times 48, 4 times 36, 6 times 24, 9 times 16, 12 times 12. Did I miss any? Hopefully not. But if I did, my apologies. If you haven't done those problems, do it right now, because I'm going to show the answers. Now go ahead in your notebooks and complete number 4. Is 6 a common factor of 54 and 132? So for 4, you just have to say yes or no. And you should have said yes. Is 6 a common factor of 154? Because 6 can go into 54. 6 times 9 is 54. And 6 times, let's see, 22, it can go into 132. So yes, it is a common factor. All right, today's one of the terms is common factors. Common factors, in your notes, I want you to write this. Don't put it in the TOC. Go to the page that you have designated for common factors and multiples. So a common factor is when 2 or more numbers have the same factors. So if I look at 18, the factors are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. If I look at factors of 24, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. So common, I know common means the same or the same. So the common factors for 18 and 24 are 1, because 1 is in both 18 and 24. 2 is in both. 3 is in both. Is 4? Nope. Is 6? Yes. And that is it. So the common factors are 1, 2, 3, and 6 for the numbers 18 and 24. Now let's get to what we were really meaning to get to, the greatest common factor. Here we have common factors, but the greatest. So greatest, what is the biggest number that goes into both 18 and 24? The largest number? So 6. 6 is the greatest common factor. And that's sometimes how I abbreviate it, GCF, the biggest number that go into both of them. Now it's your turn. I want you to list the common factors of 12 and 20, and then find the greatest. Actually, they already did it for you. So the factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12 for 12. The factors of 20, 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. So here's a common factor, common factor, common factor. What is the greatest number, the biggest number? It is 4. 4 is the greatest common factor of 12 and 20. Now we're switching gears, so I switched colors. Now we're on to multiples. Hopefully you remember about multiples. Multiples is when you skip count. You can go on forever. So if I do the multiples of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, you could go on and on and on. This is very unlike factors. Factors, there is a set number. Multiples, you can go on and on and on. I want you to page 18, number 6, and I want you to list the first 12 multiples of 5. So go and do that right now. Pause it. And here they are: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. I know that 12 times 5 is 60, so hopefully I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, there's 12. All right, listen carefully for this one. Just like common factors, two numbers can have common multiples, the same number. In order to find out if it is a common multiple of two numbers, we need to find out if the two numbers are factors of that number. If they are, then it is common multiple of the two numbers. Let me give you an example that was a little wordy. If you go to task 7 on page 18, is 48 a common multiple of 6 and 8? Does 6 go into 48 evenly? Yes. Does 8 go into 48 evenly? Yes. So 6 and 8 are common multiples of 48. Now what I want to do is list the first three multiples of 7. Multiples. I'm going to put that up here. The first three multiples are 7. Don't forget, you always list the number itself. 7, 14, and 21. Now let's find the multiples of 3. We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Common. 21 is the first number, the lowest number, that are multiples of 7 and 3. So it's going to be important that we found the lowest common multiple. And this will come into play later as we do more math. So 21 is the lowest common multiple of 7 and 3. I want you to go to in your textbook, not your textbook, your notebook, work on number 8. Give the common multiples of 5 and 8. And they already did so I guess you don't have to do it. So the common multiples, the first number that they both have as a multiple is 40. So 40 is the lowest common multiple. Now what I want you to do in your notebooks again is, wait, is this working? Yep, it is. Is give the common multiples of 3, 4, and 9. Do that in your notebook right now. The answers will come up in a second, but do this on your own. All right, if you found the multiples of 3, 4, and 9, notice we had to give a lot of multiples for 3, few for 4, and very few for 9. But we found out that 636 is the lowest common multiple for 3, 4, and 9. Now what you've been waiting for, your homework, is to do exercise 4.